You say describing women as extraordinary is often a subtle way of reinforcing patriarchy. Categorizing women who function as pastors as exceptional maintains the fiction that women are not pastors. Tell us about extraordinary. Tell us about the process of ordination and how that evolved and all these pieces.
One of the things that my students will take away from those courses is how many women are serving in significant leadership roles with or without the help of men, often exercising authority over men throughout all of history. And so a question that I often will ask them on an essay or something towards the end is I would be like, okay, so we've read about all of these, what are often called in the books, extraordinary women. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, tell me, are these women extraordinary? And often what, my students will come, they'll just look and they'll see and they'll be like, there's so many of them serving in these roles. And so the question, so I'm like, well, okay, then why do we call them extraordinary? And by labeling women in these positions as extraordinary suggests to us that this is something most women can't do or shouldn't do. But the reality is that these are not extraordinary women. They are ordinary women who are serving in consistent ways throughout history. And so just by reframing that, it challenges, I think about John Piper, who, says about Deborah and Huldah, like, oh, well, we don't know what to do with them. They're just extraordinary. What if actually they're not? What if actually this is a pattern that we see where women serving in these type of leadership roles, they're ordinary, which means women not only can serve in these roles, but were sanctioned by their communities and even by God to serve in these roles. So it's a subtle shift in language that has taught us to continue supporting this idea that women cannot be in church leadership because the only women who were these exceptional women.
I'm imagining a t-shirt that says extraordinary with the extra crossed out on it.
That's a great t-shirt idea.